Hello everyone. Today's going to be a little bit of a special video. So today we're going to be modding a Wii, the original Wii. So I want to start as soon as possible, so honestly let's begin. So we're going to be using the Wii.hacks.guide method. This is the most reliable way if you ever want to mod your Wii, because it's always up to date. If there's any protection that Nintendo adds someday, Wii.hacks.guide always updates their methods. So with other tutorials out there, many people have outdated ways. So it'd be best to follow Wii.hacks.guide. But without further ado, let's begin by turning on the Wii, because I'm going to be using the str to hacks method, which is basically changing your DNS to a special one, so you could load a script that basically just mods your Wii for you. So now that I turned my Wii on, my Wii remote's, oh man. Let's begin very fast. Sorry if the brightness is very high. I actually don't know why it's so bright. Yeah, I don't know why it's like that. But we have to go into Wii settings. That doesn't look good. Okay. Let me just change my screen settings. There we go. Now it looks better. Doesn't look so wide anymore. So let's go to Internet. Connection settings. Connection 1. Wireless. And I'm going to quickly search for an access point. So and we're going to go to Internet. Connection settings. Connection 1. Change settings. Next. 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 Auto obtain DNS. No. Advanced settings. Now we're going to change the primary DNS to a very specific number. So we're going to use the DNS of 18.188.1, not 4, 135 dot 9. Press confirm. Save. Okay. And it should say that the connection test was successful. Please perform a Wii system update. If it's successful, do not press yes on the Wii system update. Press no. Decline it. And after that, what you have to do, after you press no, is go to back, user agreements. Would you like to use the Wii Shop channel in Wii Connect 24? Select yes. And click on next. And we'll be getting to we'll be getting to a screen. This screen here. Give it a minute. Do not press I accept / I do not accept. Do not press that. As it says, give it 1 to 2 minutes to actually let the exploit download. And I'm reading this based off of the we.hackers.guide. So it's been a minute, and you could now press I accept. But if you haven't waited a minute yet, please do not press I accept. Wait another minute. So usually the Wii is not supposed to freeze. I don't know why it's freezing. So let me fix that real quick. Absolutely perfect. So we are now in the we're now downloading the Wii payload. We're installing Hack Me now. Uh-oh, that doesn't look nice. Yay! So, now that we are on Hack Me, should say press 1 to continue just in a moment. Maybe. Alright, it said press 1. So press 1, obviously. So now we're going to install the Homebrew channel. So I'm following the hack tutorial again. Now we're on the Homebrew channel and Boot Me installation. So what we're going to do is, if I don't have an SD card, I can't install or use it. But let me grab myself an SD card real quick. Alright, there we go. I got myself an SD card. Please do not make the same mistake as me, because I kind of got myself an SDXC card instead of an SDHC, which if you don't know the difference, an SDXC is anything greater than 64 gigabytes, I'm pretty sure, or 32. Yeah, anything greater than 32 gigabytes. And SDHC is just anything below 32 gigabytes and 32 gigabytes. So use a SDHC, because those cards will guarantee you success in installing Boot Me. So I'm gonna press continue. Boot Me. Install the Homebrew channel. Yes, continue. Continue. Home. Launch Boot Me. Press power, power, power till we get to the gears. Press reset. Before you touch anything, because this is like literally the most important part, we have to click on the first button. So press reset on this little like green arrow pointing to an SD. Reset. Don't touch, remember guys, don't touch the Wii console. Don't touch it. If you touch it, something really bad's gonna happen. That's called bricks. Your Wii will turn into a brick. So please do not press any buttons or stroke your Wii. I don't know why you would anyway, but like, just don't. So now we just wait for the NAND to dump. Oh, and not to mention, it's completely fine if you kind of like get a bad block. If it turns black, it's completely okay, because it does another scan after it writes to the SD card. So let's let it run. Now that our dump is finally finished, hit any button. I'm going to press the reset button. Actually, no, I'm going to press the eject button. Sounds so cool. Okay. Now that we finally made the dump, and we verified it. Basically, all we have to do now is just press power, power, power to the back button, reset, and after that, we just press the Wii menu button with reset. And if we brick now, we have protection, so that means that, like, we won't, like, explode. Extract all. Extract. Open. This folder called apps, make sure you insert the SD card into your PC. And make sure it's actually being read. I have no idea why mine wasn't for a minute. There we go. Copy the apps folder into the USB drive, or should I say the SD. And it should be structured like this: apps, homebrew browser, and you'll have this if you download it in the right area. Again, I'll send the link so you could get it much easier. Insert the SD card back into the Wii. Go into the homebrew channel. Press start. Homebrew browser should appear there. And load. And it'll do its thing. Waiting for network to initialize. Everything is going to be loading. It takes around 1 to 2 minutes because it's your first boot of the homebrew browser, because this will have basically every single homebrew you need without having to need to upload them to your SD card. So it honestly saves you time. But here's some homebrew programs you should definitely avoid. One is Korean Key. Unless you want to brick your Wii, if you're doing a Wii brick speedrun, you do not want to install it. Basically, it adds a Korean key to your Wii, making it result in a 003 brick, which means that it's unusable, like completely unusable. But now let's get the Wii helper bricker preloader. This is good. Download that. Back. That. Load preloader. We need that. Now we go back. Home menu, which is return to loader. Press back. Preloader installer. Load it. It initializes. And all you really have to do is quite literally in that menu press plus or A. That works too. So I'm going to press A. I guess it only likes plus. Okay, yeah, plus works. Alright, it installed everything. Exit back to the loader. This is where things could either go really good or really bad. Don't go to the system menu yet. So now, click on the home button. Press exit to system menu. Don't fear when this menu shows up. This is preloader. Yeah, this is preloader here. So, basically preloader is like the, what's it called? The kind of like boot me, but not boot me. And now we're going to configure it. So, we're going to go to system menu hacks. Use the D-pad, by the way, on the Wii remote. A. Block disk updates enabled. Block online updates enabled. If you're not using a CRT, which I'm assuming you're not, press remove deflicker. So let's see if we can find that. Let's see. There we go. Remove deflicker. You have to scroll down a little bit. Enabled. And if you're using 480p mode, which I don't think I'm using 480p mode, enable 480p graphics fix in system menu. I could always check that. So then go up at the top result and press save settings. Press A. Press B to go back to the main menu. Now we're going to install custom iOS. Now, this is hard. Not really hard. But we're going to go to Homebrew channel. Go to utilities. Scroll down, down, down until you see something called what the as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by the media tab. We're going to keep on scrolling down until we find something called D2SX. Excuse me. I'm just going to scroll down a lot until I see something called D2SX, which is what we need, like a lot. There it is. Custom iOS installer. Press download. Let it extract. Home. Return to loader. And this you must listen extremely closely. Launch D2X CIOS installer. Press load. Welcome. Press any button to continue. Let's continue. Okay. These settings are extremely important that you must follow exactly what I say just now. Select CIOS. We're going to go up. see where the arrow says select CIOS D2X V6? We're gonna make it say V11 beta 1. Select CI. We're gonna go down 1 with the D-pad down. Select CIOS base 37. No, 38. CIOS slot. Go down again. Do 248. Then CIOS revision. We're going to do 65535. 65535. Perfect. And then make sure if it says iOS detected slot blank will be overridden. It can be ignored. Now, press A. The slots map. Just press A. It's going to download all the stuff it needs. Perfect. Now 248 has been like highlighted green. Since it's highlighted green, press A. Back to the settings. Now we're going to install CIOS 9. The select CIOS stays the exact same as it is. CIOS base is going to be 56. And CIOS slot is 249. And the revision stays the same. Press A. A. And it's going to be installing the next CIOS. Now, there's only a few more we need to install. Just 2 more. Next, we're going to install CIOS 50 once it installs our CIOS 249. Perfect. Now press A. Now follow again very closely. CIOS stays the same. Select CIOS stays the same. CIOS base will be 57. CIOS slot will be 250. CIOS revision will be the same as the others. Press A. A. And now it's going to install CIOS 50. Now that we installed CIOS 250, press A to go back. Now we're going to install 251. CIOS stays the same. The base 58. And the slot 251. The revision will be the same. So now press A. Press A. And now it will install the final CIOS we need to install. Perfect. All of our CIOSs have been installed. Now, I'm pretty sure this is one of the last work parts that you need to do. Press B to go back to the Homebrew channel. You'll be greeted back in the Homebrew channel. Now, this final part in the open shop in the WeDogHacks.guide is the open shop channel, which is the Homebrew browser. We already installed that early on, but if you'd like to follow the guide exactly as it's supposed to be, you could do it like that. Now, since we installed that, we can completely skip that. And finally, we install the homebrews that we have to install. Let's go to the Homebrew browser. Our first app we're going to be installing is Yom ModMe Edition. So look for YAWM ModMe Edition. There it is. So download that. Another one is Save Game Manager GX. And finally, USB Loader GX. If you don't have that already, now you can just turn to the USB loader, and you're basically good to go. You've successfully modded your Wii. congratulations, it's not a brick. Now, obviously, be very careful with your Wii. You're on your own at this point because there could be some really bad bricks. Just do not install Korean Key whatsoever unless you want to brick your Wii, because that program basically bricks it. It installs the Korean Key to your Wii. If your Wii's running 4.3 and you install the Korean Key, your Wii will brick. It'll brick in the error 003, I'm pretty sure. Unauthorized device has been detected. That's not good. And it's almost an unrecoverable brick, so I would never, ever do that. Unless you're doing it on Dolphin, then fine, even though it's not going to do anything at all. But anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial today, and I will see you in the next one.